mystery God. Absolutely no mystery God. There is no God in the sky, and there is no devil under the ground. Heaven is not in the sky, and hell is not under the ground. Heaven and hell are conditions of the mind, states of existence, and states of being. So Jesus told us to stop looking for heaven in the sky. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you, and that we are the temples of the living God. That the living God lives in our temple, and he does not inhabit the sky, but he inhabits the higher realms of the heavens, of the realm of the secret innermost chambers of the subconscious chamber of the soul of man and woman. And this power bursts forth and emanates forth from him to set in motion a universal order based on principle and law. All of this set in motion by a divine power and a divine force that never dies. It's constant. It just changes forms. God is in man. Can't be in any man. He's got to be in the original man. Because if God is the first and everything comes from him, then he can't wait for anything else. He brings everything else into existence. There could be no white man if there were no black man. It is biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive white man to produce the dominant yellow baby. Biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive yellow man and woman to produce the dominant brown baby. Biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive brown man and woman to produce the dominant black baby. But that black man and his woman, the father and the mother of it all, can produce black, can produce brown, can produce red, can produce yellow. And if the seed runs wild or mutates in the womb of the black woman, can even produce an albino, something which is whiter than white, 180 degrees in either direction.
Y'all asked for this. The release of the black drum. Come in, my youth, tell it.
People king walk with the fire. See a Babylon, them they want kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up for Christ and feed the poor them. Blaze up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit of fire them. Enemies are paid for the murders with black power gangsters.
My dedication, deliberation, serving with constant elevation. Killer cracker for my nation, this I'll gladly show and prove. Protect the saga, no hesitation. Rikers Island, destination. Many attempts, assassinations, and I'm still dropping jewels. Fucked up situation that you still think you Caucasian. What a disgrace to this nation, time to lynch another coon. Hands up, I can't breathe, still a bitch on your knees. Begging please, master please, happy slaves and buffoons. As I watch the devastation from your miseducation. As I call it buck breaking, won't bust a balloon. Phil nigga be a racist, no need to complicate this. While you comfy and complacent, back in chains very soon. Mathematically equated with precision, contemplated. Now you looking devastated, let me tell you what I mean. Faggot niggas integrated, MOD be most hated. And I know you crackers hate it, God is black up on the scene. What?
People king walk with the fire. See a Babylon, them they want kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up for Christ and feed the poor them. Blaze up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit of fire them. Enemies are paid for the murders. Black power gangsters liberate.
Gassed up with elements, Panthers bang on presidents, niggas sleep in residence, knowledge, self, common sense, devil killer, frankincense, hold the line, dip my stance, if I would die, fuck the rent, Babylon's testament, white racist judgment, King Samir the people say, let me burn this government, teleport environments, crown royal highness, sour diesel cypher shit, then I build with lioness, then I kiss her pretty lips, soldiers hear me get your grip, plug out bag, extra clip, water filter, medic kit, soldiers pass the hollow tips, black dragon bring the fire, feel nigga heating this, now I got my understanding, so that God completing this, niggas race treasonous, which masters ask you for kiss, I'm black God, you a bliss, may you all rest in peace, from the slumber terrorist, Kamala Harris better witch, black man of feminist, black power gangster shit.
Cooper King walk with the fire. See a Babylon, let me run, kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Africa for Christ and feed the poor them. Blaze up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit to fire them. Enemies obey for the murders. But black power gangsters liberate them. Cooper King walk with the fire. See a Babylon, let me run, kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Africa for Christ and feed the poor them. Blaze up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit to fire them. Enemies obey for the murders. But black power gangsters liberate them.
Flame them, burn them bumper cloud. Fire burn. Judgment on Babylon, yeah.
Have been in this hospital from the beginning because he shouldn't have been in prison from the beginning because he is innocent. You have to forgive me. We just lost our daughter a couple of months ago, and this was also something that was hard for him to deal with. We weren't told that he had diabetes. He was in the infirmary, and we were told that he had eczema, and they were treating him for eczema, and they gave him all kinds of tests and things, and they never diagnosed him with anything like diabetes or anything like that. And he was rushed here, and his sugar level was 779, and it is now 333. But he's still very weak. Maybe a month or so ago, he was punished because he couldn't wake up during count, and this is not like him, but that's a sign of diabetes. When you sleep a lot and you urinate a lot, and this is what he was doing. And by the time they made him suffer. They punished him. He wasn't allowed phone calls out to loved ones. He wasn't allowed to go in the yard to get his daily exercise. they woke him up. They had to wake him up because he couldn't do it. And when he was brought in, like I said, his sugar was up high. And he kept telling me that he was very tired. He couldn't sleep. But he kept on falling asleep. But he didn't even want visits because he said he didn't want people just nodding out on the visits. So he would try to nap during the afternoon, and he couldn't do that, and he couldn't sleep at night because he kept urinating like 5-6 times at night, which is signs of diabetes. And he shouldn't have been in prison from the beginning because Mumia killed no one. Mumia is innocent of killing anybody. His only crime is he survived. That's pretty much what I have to say right now.
Is he out of danger?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely
How
not.
serious is this condition?
It's pretty serious. I mean, when your sugar level is 333, it's pretty bad. I mean, like I said, he couldn't stay woke. I mean, he tried. I fed him ice because that's what he asked for. You know, he's dehydrated, in other words. Now, our concern now is to speak to the doctor to find out about his kidneys, because that also comes with his medical problem as far as diabetes are concerned. So, he's not doing well.
So he was basically brought to the hospital because of high blood sugar as a result of his diabetic condition.
He passed out. He passed out. He just passed out. He said he wasn't feeling well at all, and he just got very loopy. You know, and he passed out.
Have you spoken with the doctors or heard?
No. No, as a matter of fact, we're trying to get in contact with the doctor now. We came up this morning, you know, and, well, some of us was here overnight. But I and my sister came up this afternoon, well, this morning, rather, and we ran into some, you know, it was an accident on a, you know, so we were like an hour and a half. On highway, so.
So have you not met with the doctors here, ma'am?
Not at all.
You visited him, but not
Yes,
with him.
not with the doctors.
Was he able to some degree, given his physical condition, I assume he's in intensive care, was he able to speak with you
Yes,
at
he
all?
was.
Okay. What,
Very little. He was glad to see me, of course. He was surprised to see me. He didn't know that I was coming, and like, how could I not? You know, that's the love of my life. You know, and I've been here since, you know, I was here the whole 9 yards, and I'm in it to win it, because Mooney is coming home. He's innocent, and he should be free. Like, now free. Like, he never should have been in prison anyway, because Mooney didn't kill anybody.
Give us a sense of the hospital room, what happened. I understand there's a police presence there.
Yes,
Just tell us about that.
Okay. It's 2 guards on the outside, and I had to show ID. And there's 2 guards on the inside of his room, and he was sitting up in a chair at the time, and he was handcuffed to the chair. So, yeah. No, and just take one out.
Privacy, or was someone always there?
Someone was always there, and in fact, there was one guard that tried to rush our visit. And another guard told us no. We had like he was a white church, and he had said no. She has like 5 more minutes. So I took my 5 more minutes and fed him some more ice.
So there's a time limit for your visit?
Yes, only a half hour. It seemed like 5 minutes, and they didn't want to give my brother-in-law any time at all. But I'm sure my brother-in-law can tell you that himself.
How many of you did they allow in there?
Just the two, just myself and my brother-in-law. He cooked.
So just 2 visits a day for a half an hour?
No, just 2 visits today, period.
We don't know if there'll be
We don't know if there'll be any more visits. That's what we're going to fight for. And that's what we're asking people to do, to see that he is, constant, because people are watching. The world is watching. The world. I've gotten phone calls from all over the world about his condition. What is that internet? Facebook and
Twitter.
Twitter, all over the world. People are watching, and they're letting us know that they are watching what's going on with Mooney.
Were the doctors not available to talk with you, or did they refuse to talk to you, or have you requested they talk with you?
I had to request that. Yes, I did have to.
Did they speak with you?
Nobody know.
We requested yesterday and
this is my brother.
we requested yesterday and today to speak to the nurses and doctors, and no one would speak with us at all. And we finally got word this morning that they would be letting someone in. They just wanted to see what was on the visitors list. And when the visitors list came in, there was 3 names on it. Mine's Wadir and my brother, and some of us here who were on the visitor list were not able to come in. And so this has been very hard. They try to stop you from having the visit, and then say to me that you're doing your favor, because normally somebody has to be near death before you get a visit.
And he was near death.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to be that far along in order to get a visit with someone in your family. But I did see it, and after she did, and he is cognizant. His mind is good. He is very sick, but he did eat all his food. He had a big plate of food there, so some things are coming around, which is a big relief for all of us, because we've been on pins and needles ever since we got up here yesterday and found out what condition he was in. Something about diabetes and diabetes shock, which most of us never heard that word before, so that was kind of scary to us. And anytime you talk about diabetes.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, and long live the spirit of the Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Oh, say, can you see white folks oppressing me as they spew for their lives and plan my people's demise? Whose broad stripes and bright stars represent all the scars inflicted upon our race. A great people display
Wartime, wartime, wartime. Black Power, Abibi Fahodie, death and complete destruction to America and all of its followers, to all of its members, to all of the eunuchs of white supremacy and niggerdom. This is a very trying time. And I want to welcome you to these trying times with open arms. I want to welcome you to the destruction, to the fall that we are witnessing right at this very moment. I want to welcome you to the fall of America. We may not live to see it fall to its totality, but I'm happy enough to be able to witness at this hour the fall of America, the fall of white people, the fall of what's considered the mightiest nation in the world. For everything that rises must come down. Everything that rises must come down. So I'm honored to be against America. I'm honored to be a part of America's divine destruction, to be a part of America's annihilation, just to be a witness and a forebearer on the front line, doing everything I possibly can to help America fall fast. So yes, this is the last class of 2020 Jew, and we're going into 2023. And as I told you last week, the white man is going to bring the pain. The United States government is going to bring the business. Are we prepared? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Do you have everything that you need? Stop. Or are you still going to be waiting on Walmart to open? You still going to be waiting on your nearest grocery store to open? And you're still going to be ill prepared and still have not brought your black ass to Rebel Village. Now, I have to touch on this, and I'm going to touch on this very briefly. It does not surprise me on how wickedly wise and masterfully wicked white folks are. This is very sad news about our comrade Mumia Abu Jamal. Very sad news. And I pray that he pulls through. And I pray and will for his health to become even stronger and to kick this white man in his ass. But we've always been rallying behind Mumia. And sometimes it gets a little overbearing with all these peckerwoods around every goddamn where. But more in specific, I'm talking to black people. You know, we have a tendency to talk all this, I love you, I love you, I love you, salute to you, and all this wonderful accolades. But our leaders, our Babas, our great elders die broke and alone. While we running around the goddamn street, styling and profiling. Those who have paved the way for us in this time go sick, hungry, naked, out of doors, broke, or dead. See, the white man understands completely what black power means. So this is why you have Mumia still in prison today. They're letting some of our political prisoners come home, but hell, they damn near 90 years old. Let's just be real about this shit. They damn near 90, 80, 85, 90 years old, man. What they gonna do? Can they still guide us with that revolutionary mentality that they had when they went in? Or are we going to be witnessing another Nelson Mandela situation? Matulu comes home. Great. Does that mean the work stopped? We're talking about freeing all of our black political prisoners. See, I'm not with that free all political prisoners bullshit. Because that means you got hell of a line of crackers up in there. I don't support white folks. I don't give a fuck about white folks. Locked in prison, ate by dogs, hit by cars. I don't give one fuck. So I'm not rallying to free all political prisoners. My battle cry is free all black political prisoners. All power to black people, not the people. Hell, white folks is the people too. And everybody else intertwined up with them motherfuckers. I'm not for the liberation of the people. I'm for the liberation of black people. There's a difference here. But here you are. All power to the people, brother. All power to the people, sister. With a cracker on your fucking arm. So it's comfortable and easy for you to say all power to the people, but you can't scream black power and then turn around and say all power to the people. Free all political prisoners. That ain't black power. Because the last I checked, black power means race first. They go hand in hand. You can't say black power without the ideology of race first, and vice versa. So welcome to the last class of this year. And I'm not going to hold you long, because I'm going to say what I say, get right to the point, and let you go on back to your evening cooning activity. Some of us are celebrating Kwanzaa. I personally live these principles daily. So I don't have to wait till December 26th to January the 1st to recognize the principles of Kwanzaa, the Nguzo Saba. I live these principles daily. So no, I don't celebrate Kwanzaa. Now, I may go to a Kwanzaa event here and there, if I'm invited, which I'm not. So I don't break my neck to go to these Kwanzaa events because they're bougie as hell. Crackers every damn where, lighting the Kanara and all this madness. Now y'all let the white folks in the damn Kwanzaa event. Got crackers vending at the Kwanzaa event. So no, I don't celebrate Kwanzaa. Y'all can have it. Let McDonald's keep on supporting it, keep on funding it, backing it. Let Kentucky Fried Chicken keep on supporting it. Huh? Let the white man just have his way with Kwanzaa. Let him just bastardize Kwanzaa like he does everything else that he touches. But it's your fault that the white man is able to bastardize Kwanzaa. That's your damn fault. We didn't break his fucking legs and arms and knock his teeth down his goddamn throat when he first came with the bullshit. You just accepted it. When Pepsi started backing Kwanzaa, General Electric started backing Kwanzaa, Starbucks, and all these Peckerwood corporations. Come get your Kwanzaa coffee. Look how they play you. Look how they play with African culture like it's nothing because you think it's nothing. You think nothing of yourself. You think nothing of your culture. You think nothing of your people. You think nothing of your nation. You just want to be nothing. A happy ass nothing. And that's where you're comfortable. being nothing. Going into 2023, we're talking about survival. We have been telling you. I knew that interruption was coming, but it's all right. We're going to keep firing tonight. It's fire night tonight, damn it. Campfire night. Pull up a chair. Come on out to the campfire. But we've been telling you to prepare, prepare, prepare. So much to the point we ran out of shit to prepare for. But we've been telling you to prepare for this day. This day. The divine destruction of America. Survival at all costs, man. You mean to tell me you not willing to sacrifice for your fucking life? To know how to continue the longevity of your life? That's not important to you, huh? Let's look at let's look at something here. Joe Sliding Biden has declared a national and federal emergency in all New York counties. Normally, city of Buffalo roughly gets around 20 inches of snow. Now, they have 100 inches of snow with 70-mile-per-hour winds, y'all. Military are now running enforcement protocols, driving bans. The militarization of Buffalo. Now, here it is, one of the snowiest damn cities in America, Buffalo, New York. Now, last I checked, it's always a damn snowstorm in Buffalo, New York. Is the military called every year? Did they declare a national and federal emergency last year? Or the year before that? Or the year before that? Did the military have to come in Buffalo the year before that? Or the year before that? Since when does the fucking military, along with the state troopers and local police, start enforcing driving bans? meaning they're allowing no unauthorized, listen to the words, allowing no unauthorized vehicles in or out of Buffalo. I want y'all to do the knowledge here. Buffalo is always ill prepared. You mean to tell me with all the goddamn money coming into Buffalo, New York, you mean to fucking tell me every single year there's a situation where they're caught off guard or they're just not prepared? All of their first response vehicles are null and void. Fire trucks are stuck. Ambulances stuck. Road crews stuck. Power outages. Over 100,000 people with power outages, y'all. A sister is dead. Died in her vehicle. Not being prepared. She spent 18 hours in the snowstorm and died. Coming home from work. It ain't that much goddamn work in the motherfucking world that I'm gonna get up knowing it's a blizzard coming. And I might get stuck in this blizzard somewhere where nobody can get to me. I'll be damned. Some things, man, you just gotta use your goddamn brain cells. Life ain't always about a goddamn check, man. Missing a couple dollars on my check, I can't afford to not go to work. Now you're dead. So how much does your life really mean to you? Does it mean that much to you that you would go on the plantation in a goddamn 100-inch snow blizzard? She was ill prepared. Imagine if she would have had her survival kit in the car. Her car kit. Her blanket, sleeping bag. Huh? Something to start a fire with. So you can keep warm. Y'all, we don't think, man. We don't think. We don't think. Hell, you can keep warm with a goddamn crayon. You can melt a crayon in a damn can. And it'll give you some heat in your vehicle. Burn a candle. Many things you can do in these snowstorms to save your life. But we done been there. We covered these things. We covered all of this. What to do and what not to do. He called 911. 911 couldn't get there quick enough. They were stuck. So again, how many times has the military been called in? 100 to 1,000 National Guard troops and state troopers will mobilize on Tuesday to prevent unauthorized vehicles from entering the city. Gas stations are being looted. Stores are looted. People are being robbed. And just like during Katrina, people will be quietly killed by law enforcement. You got homeless people who are dead in the streets of Buffalo, frozen to death. Dead. Why am I teaching on this? Because you must be prepared at all times. Even if it's just a little everyday carry kit, what we call the EDC kit. Just certain things that can get you by in case of an emergency. Little things, man. Nobody's saying you got to carry around a big ass 90-pound bug out bag with you every day. But hell, just an everyday carry kit with some fire starters in it. Some kindling, something to get you a fire started. A water filter. A goddamn Mylar blanket. Simple stuff. Matches, lighter. Come on, people. You should always, you must do not, God damn it. Don't go into 2023 being a goddamn fool. You need an EDC kit. You need a car kit. You need a bug out bag. You need a goddamn kit just to have a kit. Kit on top of a kit. Stop walking around here just thinking everything is just hunky fucking dory. Now you scrambling around, trying to find food, scrambling around, trying to find water, scrambling around, trying to find medical items. The things you need most to survive. People are freezing in their homes because they don't know how to start a fire safely in their home. They don't know how to DIY some candle stoves. Simple stuff. Simple stuff, man. But we're dying over the simplest stuff because we are so ill prepared. Something so minute, a snowstorm, a blizzard, can now trigger this society into upheaval. A blizzard can now trigger people into going out looting, robbing, and even killing. A snowstorm. Look at us. So at the last minute, you running around violently, trying to figure out how you're going to survive. And what are you looting? Niggas, TVs, PlayStations, Xbox, sneakers, boom boxes, the goddamn Bluetooth speakers. Look at us. We're not raiding the hospital. We're not raiding the kerosene and gas companies. Well, they're robbing the gas stations. But hell, now the emergency vehicles can't gas up to get to the people that are stuck in the snowstorms, that are dying in the snowstorms. So it's a no-win, no-win situation. So sometimes we just do the stupidest shit. Why destroy the gas station? What's the point of that? Destroy them to the point where they can't even put gas in the goddamn ground because the pumps are completely broken. We just don't think sometimes. We're such a reactionary people. So reactionary. When all you had to do was be prepared from the very beginning. I want y'all to listen to this. Because I don't believe in belief. And I damn sure don't believe in coincidence. I know that the white man is the devil. I know that he is the trickiest bastard on the motherfucking planet. David Copperfield ain't got nothing on this white man. And he's white. No magician on this planet got nothing on the white race when it comes to trickery and fuckery. I want y'all to listen to this. Just a couple of months ago, in October to be exact, the White House approves what's called the geoengineering program. And I want y'all to look this up. Research. Do your homework. The geoengineering program. This program is designed to cool the entire Earth. Did y'all hear what I just said? The geoengineering program is a program designed to cool the entire planet Earth. 2 months later, 2 months, Buffalo, which roughly gets around 20 inches, now hit with 100 inches. And a call for military mobilization. God damn it, Ray Charles could see this bullshit. What do you think is going on in Buffalo? Do you think Buffalo is being the first test subject for the geoengineering program? Because the white man wants to cool off the entire planet Earth. Once again, this bastard thinks he's God, trying to play God. You got the Chinese trying to make another motherfucking sun, an artificial sun. Now the white man wants to cool off the entire goddamn planet. What is wrong with you, motherfucker? What's wrong? I know. You're such a devilish devil. That there is no good and righteousness in you. So when you think of the supreme being, you automatically think of the president. You picturing white folks in your head. When you hear the name of God, you thinking of a white man, dreaming of a white Christmas. Everybody wants to be God, but the original God. Everybody wants to be G-O-D, but the black man. The black man chose to stay dependent upon his master. So this is why people are dying in motherfucking snowstorms. Because we're still dependent on our master. We're still calling 911 for fucking help. We think the damn snowmobiles is gonna come and goddamn shovel off the roads. Wrong answer, they're stuck too. They're stuck. So if they're stuck, this means you stuck. Our sister died in her vehicle from being out there for 18 hours. I told y'all about the rule of threes. You have 3 hours to survive in torrential elements, such as this snowstorm. 3 days without water. And 30 days, 3 weeks to 30 days without food. But imagine if that sister was prepared. She would have been calling back home and saying, Mama, I'm okay. I'm on my way. Stop being a victim of your own demise because you chose dependence. You chose to be dependent. You don't want independence. Independence is too black for you. That's too much work for you. Too much responsibility. Too much goddamn accountability. You don't want that. You just want to sit on your ass. Tick-tocking all goddamn day. Tick-tocking your life away. Clock's ticking, fool. In the great book, The Fall of America, by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he says, divine plagues and foreign wars are now destroying the American standards of life and money. Her deceitful, filthy temptations now being displayed before her once slaves in the world are designed to make the once slave an enemy of his God and of his own salvation, and are designed to make them take part with them against the aim and purpose of the Creator, which is to set the so-called Negro in heaven while he lives. A prophecy relating to America is mentioned in Isaiah 47:1 as a virgin daughter of ancient Babylon's history. As we all know, America is the last, the greatest, and the richest remaining power of all white nations. But now she is falling, and the prophet Isaiah said, "Come and sit down in the dust. Humble yourself, for you are no more called delicate." The filthy display by white American Christians walking around half nude, sitting before their pastors in their churches with dresses halfway up their thighs for their pastors to stare at their nude forms goes on. The pastor should actually be standing at the door telling such disgracefully dressed people that he preaches the word of God and that God warns us to be clean both internally and externally, and that we should not tempt the nation to do evil and filth. But he opens his church doors and is happy to have them in rows sitting before his eyes, knowing that this is against the teaching of God, turning his house of God into the worship of filth and evil. Can the church survive? Christianity, can it survive these days of divine judgment against America? The revelation reads in a prophecy relating to America that she had in her a hole for every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All hateful people have a haven in America. Though the scientists and scholars of the religion of Christianity know these words to be true, they desire yet to not see the already made blind, deaf, and dumb so-called Negro to his doom with them. And since they are by nature evil and wicked, they tempt them. So the Holy Quran teaches that they only lead you to filth and evil. And this is perfectly manifested today in America among its people ruled by the white man. The very conscience of an individual knows that these evils we see today are not accepted by the divine creator. They desire to marry and integrate among people whom God has made to be and his and our enemies in this day of judgment. Jeremiah 51:46 prophesies violence in the midst of Babylon and ruler against ruler. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hell, if you ask me, the entire planet Earth is Babylon. Ukraine and Russia going neck to neck. I hope they kill every last one of each other. I hope them crackers, I hope not one of them motherfuckers live. I don't care about no damn Ukrainian and don't care about no damn Russian cracker. May the cracker crumble in Ukraine. May the cracker crumble in Russia. But nations all over the earth, ruler against ruler, it says here. Is not this true of the American government and people today? Her whole land shall be confounded. Is it not this true of the American government of people today? Their lands becoming confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. Every hour in the day and night, people are being murdered and killed in America throughout her cities and highways. Murdering and killing is the order of the day in America. Starting with your president. The Bible goes to mention that God used a destroying wind against those who oppose his purpose and aim. Is it not true that day and night somewhere in America there are destructive tornadoes and storms destroying the property and lives of white Americans? Go to sleep to the reality of the judgment of America, a repetition of ancient Babylon's judgment, if you like, to be caught in the snare. As God has said, he laid a snare for ancient Babylon. So ancient Babylon was taken in that snare. So it is in America, long before America ever thought she would ever repent of her evil done to her slaves or reject repentance. God had set the snare to catch America. America is now in the same snare that God set for ancient Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. Will America repent that she should be healed, or will America continue to ignore the judgment